objects video. But they're not very random. I've purposely picked out things that are cool, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have picked out things that I like the appearance of. So, random, maybe not, but whatever. Sorry if you can hear the wind, there is currently a storm coming on in the UK. It hasn't really affected me very much, but if you can hear a slight gust every now and again, there's your reason why. Thank the storm. I've forgotten what his name is. Does every country like name their storms? Because where I live in the UK, they give storms like human names, and I know America gives like hurricanes human names as well. I'm not quite sure why. I think is it to make it less intimidating or to make them more memorable? I don't know. But this is some kind of storm. It's some kind of E-name. I'm not quite sure. So yeah, let's start tapping on random objects. Okay. Object. Number 1 is this. I got this for my birthday. This is a little jar. And it's full of bright yellow bath salts. Which smell a little bit lemony. So, this jar kind of looks something like out of Harry Potter or something. It kind of becomes wider at the bottom of the jar. So it starts off quite slim up here and out. It's kind of like an hourglass but without the top. And the top bit, the thick bit at the top, is double lined. Double lined, it's thicker than the rest of the bottle. Can you see? The glass is thicker. And in between this thick bit of glass it separates the thick bit of glass from the rest of the bottle. We have this little string. Sorry, my hair's gone weird. You see, with a knot. This string is made of cardboard. 2 strands of cardboard that have been twisted together. And attached to the string with a little hole that's been punched in the top, there is a bit of cardboard that says love 100%. So that is the outside. The bottom has this rimming kinda. Can you see the lines? The slightly raised lines. Can you see the slightly raised lines? And I'm not sure if you can see it very well on camera. Well, you can just about. Can you see it there and there? It says 1970. I'm not sure why it says 1970. I'm not even sure which brand I got this from. birthday present, so, and it came in, somebody made me one of those, you know, those little gift baskets that are just filled with lots of nice stuff, which is really sweet of them. So they've taken it out of the packaging. So, but yeah, it says 1970. And then we get to the best bit now. The top. I love it when people tap on a bit of cork. Oh my god. Let's take it out. Careful. Right, okay. Try to make sure that doesn't spill all over me, because I'm sat on the floor. And this creates a lid to go on top of your bath salts so that they don't spill everywhere. Oh god, like that. When you're not using them. Now the one thing I'd say, okay. Now I love the packaging of this, don't get me wrong, I think it's so cute. But the one thing I say is it dyes your bath yellow, which makes you look like you're bathing in piss, which isn't the best look. It's not something that you're desperate to get into, but I still think it's so cute because it's quite a bright yellow, so it makes your bath bright yellow. But I don't know, because I'm not a big bath person, I'm a shower person. But even when I finish with these bath salts, I'm going to keep this jar because look how cute this is. It's just the sweetest of it. And I need something that's got cork on it to tap. So I can entertain myself with cork tapping sounds. Okay. I promised myself I was going to stay back here, but I'm just so tempted to just move. I don't quite know why. But the next thing we're going to do some kind of lily. I'm not good with flowers. Somebody should tell me what kind of flower this is. This one down here. And then it's got some smaller, maybe daisy looking things. And then of course it's got the big roses surrounded by their leaves. They're beautiful green leaves, which I love the shading. Look at the shading. And this particular pattern goes all the way around, except for on the sides where there's a slightly different pattern. These look like they could be leaves, or they could be like, what's that plant? Is it hyacinth? As I mentioned, I'm not that good with plants, but there's some specific flowers that look like a little bit like that, I think. And it's pink and white, and it's on both sides, and it matches the pink and white. You can see here, and up here it says vintage, with a little heart. Now moving on to the lipsticks themselves, I'm not going to open it because it's going to make one hell of a noise. And to be honest, I've got enough lipsticks open at the moment already, so I don't want to open this. But you can see on the back, vegan, developed and designed in Britain, against animal testing. I think that symbol means recycling, but I saw on a consumer program that it doesn't actually. So don't be trusting these companies. I don't know, but I think this packaging is recyclable. If you move on to the lipsticks themselves, I'm not going to open it because I have enough lipsticks open to last me a lifetime. Sorry. And these kind of items don't have a very long shelf life because they're going on your lips. So, I'd rather not open these and use the ones I already have. But there's a gorgeous red and kind of like a mauvey colour. They've got these beautiful. So the mauve goes with this one, and you can see when you close them, you'd see how the patterns would go together, and it would cover out this beautiful pattern that's on both of them. And this one, the rose and the daisy, would go on this one. Once again, this was a present. Christmas has just been, so. I think it's very, very beautiful. Okay, so the next object is a little bit different compared to the rest. This is a wooden book. So this bit here represents the pages, and this bit represents the cover. actually quite small if you compare it to my face or my hand. And it's got all these gorgeous wood markings, and you see, like, is it called the veins? The veins of the tree running through it, giving it a slightly different colour. So some swirly ones. And you see them. I'll find one to trace. Here's one to trace. Ready? And there's a swirly one here. Now, this book is quite old, so she's had some injuries, like this one here. She's had some injuries. But yeah, so I got this off my died, my grandfather, who likes to restore old wooden, like, kinda, I can't open it. Hopefully this isn't making too much noise. This is actually a box. So his thing is to find wooden boxes in, like, charity shops, or I was gonna say on eBay, but charity shops really, and restore them. So he gives them a good polish. With this one he had to do something to it, which so I got this beautiful book from him, and I also got my jewellery box, and the box that I now keep my diffuser oils in. When I was younger, I used to keep my baby teeth in it. And it's got this slight dip. I hope me opening and closing that wasn't too noisy, because if it was, I'm going to have to, like, mute it, or I'm going to have to cut it out. If I have cut it out, I opened and closed it a couple of times. It's not, as I mentioned, it's not very big, so there's not many things you could fit in here. But, like, how could you ever throw this away? How could you ever give this to a charity shop? I don't understand it. I just think it's so beautiful. And it's like storage, but like cute storage. I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So, this next object, quite a biggie, is quite a big object. Sorry about the wind, it just really hammered my house just then. Quite an old house, so even though it's not really all that windy, not compared to the rest of the UK anyway. It is windy, but it's just like average wind, you know. I think the rest of the UK is being slightly, like, it's really getting in this today with the wind. But anyway, back to this object. This is a diffuser. I mentioned my diffuser oils. This and my bigger diffuser is what I use them in. I have in fact got 2 diffusers in one room, but we move. I like things to smell good. you've had a diffuser, you know how like the inside of this kind of smells. It smells like diffuser. Diffuser that needs a clean kind of smell. Which ironically is not a good smell. If you don't clean your diffusers, they end up, in my opinion, they end up making your room smell worse. So I think this one here needs a good clean. I will clean it after I've done this video. Promise. And the inside is completely smooth. It's smooth. Plus the outside is kind of like rough and textured because of this gorgeous mosaic pattern. Now, I can't quite tell if this mosaic pattern is kind of trying to like tell me a story. If there's like the section of dark blue mean anything, because they kind of make shapes. I think this one here, I don't know if that what you can see, but I think it looks a bit like a dolphin. Because there are some pieces, like some chunks that are more clustered together than others, and some are blue bits, like dark blue bits, but most are like light blue bits, so maybe there is a story, or like some kind of drawings on it. But I'm not sure about that. Ooh. Do I sound good? Do I sound good? Do I sound better? I'm not sure if there is any story or any drawings that the dark blue portrays, or if there's just a random pattern of dark blue. It could be either. But this, actually I'm going to do that again because I quite like that. This, I keep this on my bedside table because I like my bed area to smell like chamomile or lavender or lemongrass or tea tree before I go to bed. I don't like to have it on whilst I'm asleep or whilst I'm trying to fall asleep, but just before. Just before I go to bed, just before I fall asleep. Okay, the next object that I have is this absolutely massive box that I now use to store all my nail objects, so nail varnishes, nail clippers. My LED light kind of sits on the top of this. So now they're all kind of sprawn out on the floor in front of me because the box is here and empty, but it's fine. And I won't show you the inside because it's covered in nail I won't go using like a dry skin cleanser, you know what I mean? Whilst this was all things that everybody needs. Well, not needs, but is beneficial. Well, actually I don't know if my face masks are beneficial or not. But I like them and that's all that counts. And it's covered in this beautiful kind of floral patterns, this big fat daisy. These, which I don't know what they are, but I'm sure my grandmother, my nine. When I say nine inside, I mean grandma and grandfather. It's just where I'm from. That's what we call them. I'm sure my nine has very similar flowers in her garden. And these must be some kind of berry, which are attached to kind of like these yellow stems which go up to the daisies. And there's some background leaves which are kind of black to kind of tie in with the black lettering with the number 7 so it doesn't stick out as much. And this floral pattern goes all the way around. So the berries, the daisies, the forget-me-nots, the other purple flower go all the way around this box. And the background is this beautiful cyan, or cyan, light blue colour. And of course they've kind of got the leaves in the background as well. So the flowers kind of hitting you, and then the leaves are just kind of like a middle ground, and then you got the sky, the blue thing, as the background. And the inside is white. Okay, sorry if the camera angle's changed a bit. I was going to leave the video there, but then I remembered I had these and I just thought, no, got to include them. So the last object is actually 2 objects, but it's a pair of shoes, so they're obviously the same on both shoes. See, I got these when I was about 7, and they didn't fit me when I was 7. I had to wait until my feet stopped growing because they're a size 6 until I could wear them. And when I fit these, oh my god, it made my wildest dream come true. I think I was about 11 when I fit them, and I'm sure I probably could still fit them, even though they're a bit worn now. But as far as boots goes, these are cool. You've got to admit, these are cool. So they're little boots that are going to go up to your ankle. And they are in fact covered in this rose gold glitter, which is very securely packed on there, by the way. Oh, sorry. Which is very securely packed on there, by the way, because I don't think I've got any glitter fall out from these. Which is very, very impressive. And they've got these little heels, which have got glitter even on the bottom of them. And they've got these cutesy little black accents to match the black on the inside of the boot. Now I can see that there's, oh no, they're not 6s, they're 5s. Oh, they won't fit me anymore. That's really sad. Now, brand-wise, I can see like a nice Swirly Bee. I haven't used these very much, to be honest with you, because my mum always thought they were too much, even though she's the one that bought them. But whenever I could wear these, I took the opportunity. And who could blame me? So they've got these little bows on them. So if anybody knows that brand, do put it in the comments. However, I got these from Debenhams. Sadly, back when Debenhams existed. So, this shows how long I've had them for. The fact that Debenhams has been dead for like 5 years or whatever. Look at them, and they've got these little rose gold zips that don't want to zip up for some reason. The zip on the other one's up. Oh, it is, okay. They've got these rose gold zips. And look at them, it's like a little pair. They're so cute, I love them so much. Of course I haven't worn them in ages. I kind of forgot I had them, but now I'm looking at them. They're adorable. I need to wear these more often. They've kind of been misshaped from being in the bottom of my drawer. I mean, if they can't fit me, I'm going to try them on, and if they can't fit me, these are going straight on Vinted. Come on. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you for listening to I was going to name it over-explaining objects, but I don't think I've done a very good job at the actual over-explaining bit. So I think I'm going to title it maybe Whispered Ramble. Or just explaining objects. Brackets whispered. I don't know what I'm going to title it yet. But thank you so much for watching. I hope I've made you relax. I hope I've helped you sleep, or I hope I've helped you unwind at least. If you could leave a like, or a comment, or if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you